Hi, my name is Kevin Riach, and I'm seeking the DFL endorsement for St. Paul School Board 2007. I'm running because as a former teacher, I will bring to the board the new energy, the new ideas, and the optimism we're going to need to close the achievement gap in the St. Paul Public Schools. Closing the achievement gap is a moral imperative because it's the right thing to do for our kids, but it's also an economic imperative. Without well-educated, well-rounded, technologically proficient high school graduates entering our workforce, or going on to higher education and bringing those skills back to the community, we're not going to be able to maintain the quality of life we enjoy in St. Paul. Currently, I'm finishing my second year of law school at the William Mitchell College of Law. Before law school, I was a middle and high school English teacher in the public schools. During my teaching career, I was twice recognized as a who's who of American teachers, and I received the Leadership Development Award from the National Council of Teachers of English for my work in public policy and my innovations in the classroom. I began my teaching career as a student teacher at St. Paul Johnson, and my experience there reinforced for me the value of a public education. I believe strongly in the public schools, but I know from my experience in the classroom that while our schools serve some students well, they don't serve all students well. I remember one student in particular who struggled in my classroom. He rarely completed even the most basic of assignments, and he was often angry and disruptive in class. Most days, he just slouched in his chair, balled his fists up, and refused to do any work. When I went to the counselor to ask about this student, I discovered he had failed 6th, 7th, and 8th grade English before coming to my classroom. Clearly, the student had not received the skills he needed to succeed in the class. The system had given up on him, and he'd given up on himself. Sadly, his situation is all too common in the schools today, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can close the achievement gap and improve education for all our students. To do so, I believe we need to focus on several priorities. First is making every school a high-tech school. This means giving teachers the resources and training they need to truly integrate technology in a meaningful way in their curriculum, so that when kids leave their classroom, they do so with the skills they need to succeed in the 21st century global economy. Second, we should strive for a staff of teachers and administrators who reflect the diversity of our student population. As I've spoken with parents over the past several months, some have made clear to me their concerns that their children can't relate to the teachers and administrators at the schools they attend. And studies show that when students feel represented by the teachers and administrators at their school, they tend to achieve at higher levels. So as a board member, I will work to promote, retain, and aggressively recruit high-quality teachers who can enhance the diversity of our staff. Third, we must form strong partnerships with the business community, labor, and government at all levels. Successful advocacy is built on a foundation of strong relationships. To get our kids the resources and opportunities they're going to need to succeed, we're going to need to form strong partnerships with city government, the state legislature, federal government, labor, and business. Finally, if we're going to close the achievement gap, we're going to need to include all the stakeholders in the district in developing grassroots solutions and celebrating success together. Great schools make a great city. To get truly great schools in St. Paul, we're going to need to put the right resources in the right places to ensure that all our kids have the opportunity to be the best they can be. That all students leave the schools with the skills they need to succeed in the global economy, and that all students feel respected and fulfilled as human beings while they're at school. Strong relationships with labor, business, and government, involved communities, truly integrated technology, and a diverse staff. Accomplishing these goals will bring us schools that will create a city full of lifelong learners, a healthy city, a strong and a vibrant St. Paul. Will you join with me in making our schools the best they can be? Visit my campaign website at kevinforschoolboard.com to find out more about how you can help. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.